Hello everyone, it's Jasmine and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I wanted to go over all of the books I rated 5 stars in 2021. I'm just gonna go in with the least popular ones to the more basic, I guess, more popular ones. I'm not really gonna go in depth in the popular ones just because I feel like everyone recommends these books for good reason. Obviously, I think they were really good, but I'm just gonna go more in depth on the ones where I feel like need a little bit more love. So without further ado, here are my 5-star reads for 2021. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. So here is a series that I feel like is not talked about enough. I need more people to read it. It's definitely one of my all-time favorite series. This is the Royal Hearts Academy series by Ashley Jade. Overall, this series is 5 stars. I rated the first book 4.5 stars. The second book 5 stars, the third book, which is more of a novella, 4 stars, and then the last book 5 stars. The last book is my personal favorite. So it has a lot of tropes. The first book is like private school, childhood best friends to enemies to lovers, bully romance. Then the second one is kind of like popular jock, nerdy girl. It has plus size rep, fake dating. The third and the fourth one intertwine. I don't really want to spoil so much. There's only so much I can say. I'm not really gonna give tropes for the third book, but the fourth book is second chance romance. I'm not gonna say anything else because spoilers. But overall, I fell in love with the series. I definitely recommend reading the series in series order. They are interconnected standalones, but I feel like I enjoyed the series a lot more because I read it in order, because all of the books kind of revolve around one event, and that one event you find out about in the first book. You see how this one event has affected so many people. I need more people to read it because I honestly loved it so much. I love the characters. My favorite boyfriend is definitely Oakley. He just has my heart. But I definitely recommend if you like dark romance. There's definitely some heavy topic. The whole series in general, found family trope, love. I can't recommend the series enough. Next is a Colleen Hoover book, but I feel like this book is literally so underrated. Heartbones by Colleen Hoover. It has been my favorite book by her throughout the whole year. The Reminders of Him is giving her a run for its money. But I really love this book. I loved Bea and Samson. So Bea has no relationship with her dad, but she moves in with him for the summer and she meets Samson. At first she hates him. She thinks that they have nothing in common, but she soon realizes that they have a lot more in common than she thought, and there's a plot twist in there, classic Colleen Hoover twist. It was just really good. Even though there were emotional parts, overall a really feel-good type of book. I was just really happy reading this. It definitely gave me summer vibes. There was a little bit of mystery in there. The romance was cute. I loved Samson, one of my all-time favorite book boyfriends. I definitely recommend reading this over the summer if you haven't read it already, because it definitely just puts you in that vibe because it's at a beach house. I also really enjoyed all of the side characters. They were all amazing. I definitely recommend reading this book. Another 5-star read of mine was Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. This comes out March 2022. I was fortunate enough to receive an advance copy, so thank you Tessa Bailey and Avon Books. In this book we follow Fox and Hannah. We see little glimpses of Fox and Hannah in the first book. It happened one summer, and then immediately I knew I was going to love their book because you kind of just saw that they had a thing for each other, but like they didn't admit it. So in their book, Hannah moves in with him, so there's forced proximity, secret mutual pining, reformed playboy. It was just really, really good. I feel like this book focused on something that I haven't read before. It kind of focused on more of like how men are really affected being sexualized. I feel like that's a topic that isn't really talked about a lot, and I found that very, very interesting. Fox is definitely one of my all-time favorite book boyfriends. I really felt for him in the book, and it just made me sad that he felt that way, but I loved his character development, his character growth. Same thing with Hannah. I feel like we see a woman and she is trying to figure out her life and trying to figure out what she wants to do, and I absolutely love that. Overall, I really loved their relationship, friends to lovers. It was so good, so cute. I think just having all the angst and the build-up, they both want each other but they didn't want to admit it, kind of thing. 5 out of 5 stars. Loved it. So another book that I gave 5 stars to that I'm not going to go into so much detail because it's going to be in my December wrap-up video was Riot Rules, which is the second book in the Crooked Sinners series. You follow Dash and Carrie. I was immediately infatuated with them reading the first book because you kind of get a glimpse of their relationship, and I loved the book so much. It was enemies to lovers, secret relationship, second chance romance. I felt like it was definitely emotional. I loved the characters so much. Even the side characters I thought were really interesting. I loved the friendship aspect of the book. Dash is a reformed playboy from England. Harry, I just think, is a very strong female character. Really enjoyed her. Very loyal. She will do anything for her friends, and I love that. She has a dark past, and he has daddy issues. I was very pleasantly surprised reading this. I loved it. My last 5-star read of 2021, Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. I literally just finished this book yesterday. I'm not really gonna go into detail on this because I have a reading vlog up on my channel if you wanted to watch it. This was so good, very emotional. I loved the message of it, the story, the plot, the characters, amazing. I'm glad it was the last 5-star read of 2021 for me. This comes out January, so make sure to pre-order this. I can't wait to hear what you guys think of this. So another book I rated 5 stars was The Upside of Falling by Alex Light. This is a lot different than a lot of other books that I read. This was definitely like cute, fluffy. It was a cliche, but I freaking ate this up. I loved it. I think I read it in like a night or two. I read this on spring break with my family, so it is a clean book. Fake dating, popular guy, nerdy girl. It was so cute. I loved it. I couldn't stop smiling reading this. It just felt like a really feel-good type of book. Like, I feel like sometimes you need those like palate cleansers, and I think this is a really good one because everything kind of just happens really fast, so it keeps you on your toes the whole time. You're not bored throughout the book. I really enjoyed this. Another book that I read that I gave 5 stars to, Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. I thought this book was really fun. Hazel is very quirky, and Josh is kind of, I guess, uptight. I don't know if that's how you want to describe it. It's been a while since I read this, but I really liked it. So it follows Josh and Hazel moves in with Josh, forced proximity, because her apartment floods. She is best friends with his sister, and she actually knows Josh from college because she did all of these really embarrassing things in front of him. I just thought it was really cute, and they both thought they were both lonely. So they go on double dates together. Each one ends horribly. You can kind of see where this is going. Friends to lovers. They fall for each other, but they don't want to admit it, or they don't want to ruin that friendship, and they don't want to take that step. I thought it was fun. A good read. Got me out of a reading slump. And then I'm not going to go too much into detail about this, but again, one of my all-time favorite series. You guys probably saw this coming. Addicted / Calloway Sister series, along with the Bad Rep duet. So the whole series in general, 5 stars, but more specifically, Addicted for Now, Kiss This Guy, Hot House Flower, Thrive, Addicted After All, Long Way Down, Some Kind of Perfect, and then I did rate the Bad Reputation duet, both books, 5 stars. I literally just love this universe. I definitely think the series isn't for everyone because it definitely focuses a lot more on character development, the development of the relationships, whether romantic or like family. Oh my gosh, like I love this universe so much. I want to live in it. I want these characters to be real. So I'm not going to go too much in depth on the series in this video just because I feel like it would be like an hour long. But if you guys want a video specifically me explaining and talking about the Addicted / Calloway Sister series, let me know. Just leave a comment down below and I can totally make a video on it. To sum it up short, it's basically about 3 sisters and their boyfriend. You start off with Lily and Lo's story and then find things out about them, and then you progress and you read more about Connor and Rose and Reich and Daisy. Just the things that they go through, like the growth, all of the drama. So I'm just gonna kind of rapid fire the more known and more popular ones and just give like a brief why I rated it 5 stars. It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I think this is pretty self-explanatory. I loved the characters. I loved the message of this book. Lily, a very strong female character, one of my all-time favorite heroines. Loved it. Can't recommend enough. Another 5 stars, the Off-Campus and Briar U series, but specifically these books, The Deal, The Score, The Risk, and The Play. These were my favorites in the series, and I felt like I couldn't put these down. I loved the couples. Some of my all-time favorite book boyfriends right here. The thing about Off-Campus and Briar U, I feel like it's so simple that it's so good. It's such a cliche, but I ate these all up, and I loved it. Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas. Very controversial right now for no reason. I don't care what anyone says. I freaking loved this book. I thought the plot was really good. It kept me entertained. Like, 2 smut scenes in it. 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I loved Misha. Ryan was okay, but I think this book gets so much hate for no reason. Also, another popular one, A Thousand Boy Kisses. This is one of the only books to ever make me cry. Definitely very emotional. I thought it was really cute. I thought it was a beautiful message and I loved it. And then Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I wasn't expecting to give this 5 stars, but I ended up loving it. I love Tate and Miles. My reading vlog has kind of, I guess, my more in-depth review on this book. And then I have 2 honorable mentions. I did not rate these 5 stars, but these are definitely some of my favorite books of all time. Things I Wanted to Say But Never Did by Monica Murphy. I went more in depth on this in my November reading wrap-up, but this was Honestly, such a good book. I really loved it. I gave this 4.5 stars out of 5. High school bully romance, enemies to lovers, hate hookups, I hate everyone but you, I hate you so much I can't stop thinking about you, rich kid, private school. I can't recommend this enough. And then the last book I gave 4 out of 5 stars. It was almost a 5-star, 85% through. I was loving it, but then the plot twist happened. And that is Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. I loved it so much. It felt like a warm hug. Childhood friends to strangers to lovers, and then it's like past and present alternating chapters, so it's told in Macy's point of view. I thought it was really cute. I loved the wholesomeness of Elliot and Macy's relationship. It was very cute, but the plot twist ruined the book for me. I was just really disappointed with what had happened. It just kind of took away from all of the development that I felt like I got. Overall, I still really enjoyed it. It definitely became an all-time favorite. I'm gonna do a more in-depth review on my December reading wrap-up, but that's like the gist of the book. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all the books that I rated 5 stars in 2021. Be sure to like and subscribe and leave your 5-star reads in the comments. I would love to see what you guys rated 5 stars. If I haven't read it yet, definitely going to add on my TBR or bump it up in my TBR if it already is. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one.